Nothing can be better on a Teacher's Day to give a tribute to the Teachers. And Teachers are all about learning. Now, this learning in India has got itself a bit undifferentiated, largely because of the inability of the people to understand the basic difference between a trainer, a coach, a teacher, and a mentor. Of course, all of them are associated with learning to a large extent, but one is the one person who is responsible for instilling the art of learning, the science of learning, the will of learning, the passion for learning, as well as the mechanism for learning. Not all of them are associated with the inculcation of such type of a view and attitude in you. The first road to learning, to find an identity, begins with the choice between a coach, a teacher, and a mentor. How do these differences reflect learning tendencies and ethical dimensions of a personality enhancement is one of the greatest questions that the education scenario in the country requires to understand. Learning is a process, and as a process, it requires combining studies, practice, training, finding a coach, or being guided by a mentor. There are no two persons who are alike, no two learners alike, no two people and their perception alike, no two aspirations alike as well. Finding and nursing an identity and taking the aspirations to dizzying heights begins with a self-identification of one's strengths and weaknesses and honing it to perfection. Some people may find themselves and their strengths and weaknesses, but some require an assistance and guidance, where the role of a teacher or a trainer or a coach or a mentor becomes very, very important. Now, how does one choose reflects their own personality, but have in general the choice. Choice depends on the values one has, the humility and the degree of preparation, the degree of softness or of arrogance one is associated with. A coach and a trainer is one concept, and a teacher is another, and even more greater is going to be a mentor. A mentor necessarily falls in love with his students. He relishes the change that he sees in his mentee every day, every time, every situation. He relishes chiseling his mentee in a manner best suited to his talent. A teacher teaches a subject. He helps develop in his pupils some concept that necessarily are required, but not diluting his values. A coach simplifies a subject or a training suited to a large number of his students. He is more of a specialist and a diverse trainer who brings about development in one form of a talent of the candidate, a talent in which the candidate himself chooses to excel. A coach is not too concerned about values as much about the results, which can be quick and has the potential also to harm the candidate's talent and his overall future. A coach has to be adjusting to be popular and be somewhat friendly, unlike a mentor who understands the candidate much better than a candidate himself understands. A mentor influences through his or her aura, that is a combination of his knowledge, wisdom, and observation of the candidate. A mentor has to be respectable. In contrast, a trainer can be anyone of old or young age who holds your hand and trains you in one specific type of skill, makes you practice it numerous times as well. Unelaborate learning to have one's identity and its future depends with identification of who is your teacher, who is your coach, who is a trainer, and above all, who is your mentor. Without these differentiations, it will be very difficult to move ahead. A teacher takes responsibility for a growth. A mentor, who is a guru, makes you responsible for your own growth. He empowers you to grow. A teacher is a guide. A mentor who is a guru is a reformer with a rebellious streak. A coach asks the fish to live in water and how to best to live in water. A mentor asks the fish to swim in water like a fish and against the stream, not to be a fish who can survive the current. And it's a fish that can go to survive against all odds, against all the currents. And a teacher teaches you to adjust to your immediate environment. A mentor guides you to mold the immediate environment around you for the betterment of mankind, not only for yourself. A teacher is worldlier. A mentor belongs to the whole of the world and breaks the boundary to go beyond the world. A teacher gives you things you do not have and require. A mentor takes away things you have and do what is not required for you. And that differentiates a major part whenever you are preparing for any tough examination in life or even for your career, like even the civil services as well. A teacher answers your question, removes all your doubts. A mentor, in contrast, questions your answers, creates doubts, doubles it up, and then helps you to solve it. You are buzzing with those type of questions. That is, he is able to stir your curiosity. He is able to stir your thinking. You become more of a thinker and you are yourself equipped to solve these questions that you yourself raise it. A teacher and a coach requires obedience and disciplines from the pupil. A mentor requires trust and humility from the pupil. A teacher and coach sends you on the road to success. A mentor sends you on the road to freedom, a true nirvana. A teacher looks at your talent. A mentor, who is your guru, helps you to identify your own talent, even about which you are not aware of, which you do not want to know, which is completely in a slept stage, which is completely in a nocturnal stage. That is where the role of mentor goes on to become significant. Without that mentor, you can never go on to know what your talent has been and what your talent is. A mentor takes away your knowledge and punctures your ego. And teacher gives you knowledge and boosts your ego. So you are always going to be feeling that you are supreme of sorts. But a teacher will go on to puncture it. A teacher and a coach will instruct you. A mentor will construct you. And that's the difference. A teacher sharpens your mind. A mentor opens your mind. A teacher gives you knowledge. A mentor makes you wise. A teacher gives you maturity. Maybe he will try to make you balanced. A mentor returns you to innocence. He makes you childlike. He relishes your curiosity. He stirs your curiosity. He brings you back to curiosity to be passionate, because he knows that the day you become passionate, you can go on to reach everything, do everything. A teacher instructs you on how to solve problems. A mentor shows you how to resolve issues, not only problems. A teacher is a systematic thinker. A mentor is a lateral thinker. He is a design thinker for you. He allows you to understand certain things which you may not go on to take into account as a variable. And that is lateral thinking. Design thinking, you will start planning it in a reverse form only. A teacher goes on to makes it arranged one by one and so on. That's why one can always find a teacher, but a mentor has to find and accept you. When your coaching is going to be over, you celebrate it. And when the mentor finishes with you, life celebrates you. When the course is over, you are thankful to the teacher and the coach. When the discourse is over, you are grateful to your mentor. That's why mentors are unique, exceptional, and extraordinary. This is the time to celebrate a mentor. Find a mentor. Reach out to a mentor.